What do I even talk about, man? Because let me tell you, whenever I record these videos, I don't script them, I don't read off of a piece of paper, I don't practice what I'm going to say in front of a mirror. This has always just been my raw passion talking to you guys, but it seems like that passion has been dying over and over and over and over again, and I didn't think it was possible to kill passion after it's already dead, but Triple H, like always, somehow figures out a way. Because believe me when I tell you, this episode of Raw really had me face palming from start to finish. What the hell was up with the show, man? What the hell is up with these shows? These episodes of Monday Night Raw? Like, come on, man. Like, forget comparing these shows to back in the day or even a year ago. Compare them to earlier this year. The quality has drastically gone down. Because for starters, look at the star power on the show, man. We had no Seth, obviously, for obvious reasons. No Roman Reigns. Barely any Punk. But instead, we had Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and dear God, Jey Uso! This is Monday Night Raw? What happened to our main eventers showing up on Raw? What happened to our main eventers doing stuff on Raw? Instead, we got a wannabe main eventer. Hell, he's such a wannabe main eventer that he made the term main event his nickname. Newsflash, pal, nobody cares what you call yourself. What people do care about is performance. Whether it's what you do in the ring or on the mic, and guess what, Jay? You are absolutely ass cheeks at both of them. Oh, but the crowd though, the crowd loves him. Look at how popular. I don't care. You think anyone in that arena actually cares about Jey Uso? You think they actually cares if he wins or loses? You think they sing his song and dance during his entrance because they support or like him? No! They sing and dance during his entrance because people like to sing and dance. It's called having fun. And that's all Jey Uso is. He's a mascot. And that's all you gotta use him for. So wow. People enjoy his entrance, right? That's great and everything. Wow, they go crazy in his entrances. Yeah, whatever. But guess what? He sucks in the ring and sucks on the mic. So okay, that's his ceiling right there. Just an entrance guy. Just a hype moments and aura guy. Then just have him stick to that. But no, let's have this dude get a world title shot when like 5 other people deserve it more than him. And unlike him, would actually deliver a good performance for the world title. And we've done that twice this year. Get out of here, man. It's crazy how this turned from talking crap about WWE as a whole to talking crap about Jey Uso in particular out of nowhere, because that's how much he sucks! This guy sucks! Main event Jey Uso, main event my ass! Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's the perfect nickname for him. He literally has the nickname of the show he belongs in as his nickname. Wow! Y'all want to talk about the Sami Zayn fatigue? Nah, man, it's the Jey Uso fatigue that needs to be addressed. Sami Zayn deserves 100 title shots before Jey Uso. I am so sick and tired of having this guy in the main event scene, man. You would think that they would have learned that the Jey Uso experiment has failed after how horrifyingly horrendous his run was after he won the Royal Rumble. I don't know how WWE keeps giving the ball to him, man, when you literally have guys like LA Knight, who was also super over, by the way, and guess what? He's an actual good performer, and he has spent the last 2 years bitching out to everybody under the sun. Hell, at this point, I feel like even I can pin LA Knight, dude. But Jey Uso gets a whole damn Royal Rumble win. Wow. Anyways, yeah, man, let's just get into this Monday Night Raw, which was, really a god-awful show. There's really nothing more to talk about, so, let's just get into the show, alright? Match by match, segment by segment, you get the drill. So the show kicks off with a vision, and like you would expect, this was just another Paul Heyman yap sesh. Paul Heyman is so washed on the mic, it's not even funny anymore, man. This dude just gets on the mic and starts yapping about how, oh, why are you booing us? Oh, I get it. I watched Unreal 2. We're supposed to be the bad guys, the heels, the guys you boo. And it's like, all right, man, get this guy out of here. What are you talking about? I hate it when they use insider terms in promos, man. Unless it's a very major story, like, Cena turning heel, for example, where he said, I'm not a babyface, I'm not a heel, I'm a human being like that. Unless that's a big story like that, you should not be using insider terms in your promo. What's next, huh? Is Paul Heyman going to say, and guys, this time Seth Rollins' injury is not a work, it's a shoot. He unfortunately had a botch at Crown Jewel where he took a nasty bump on his shoulder, but he didn't sell it because he didn't want y'all to know he was hurt. He's a real worker, and the booker is a big fan of him. Like, yeah, bro, get this guy out of here. And here's what's confused me, Paul Heyman talked about Rollins' shoulder injury talking about how he raised just one good arm and stuff like that. So we are left to assume that Seth Rollins is gone because of the real life shoulder injury he sustained at Crown Jewel. But then we see Adam Pearce, who points to Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and says, because of your actions, Seth Rollins will be on the shelf for a long time. Like, huh? Seth Rollins ate a spear and a tsunami from Breaker and Reed. Both of them target what, the ribs? So what injury put this guy on the shelf, huh? This makes no sense, but I don't know, man, whatever. So then, Adam Pearce just asked Braun Breaker to give him the world title because, it's officially vacated, apparently. Braun says, say please, Adam. And Adam Pearce just does that because he's just a little bitch, Little bitch boy Adam just does everything his wrestlers ask him to do. Yeah, get this guy out of here, man. But then Braun Breaker, get him out of here too. Jen Lee, what do you guys see in Braun Breaker, man? I really don't get it. All I see about this guy is, he's the next face of the company. He's the next Roman Reigns. He's the next Batista. Like, what? I genuinely feel nothing when I watch Braun Breaker. Nothing about his in-ring work really feels special to me. Nothing about his mic work feels special to me. As a matter of fact, I think he low-key sucks on the mic. And this might be a hot take, but there's nothing about his look that feels special to me like it feels to a lot of y'all. Like, look, is he athletic? Sure, he's a freak athlete. He's fast, he's strong, but that's about it. I don't feel like he's a wrestler when I watch him. I just feel like he's a football player. Like, yeah, he runs fast, tackles people, nasty spears, but there's really nothing more that he does in the ring that actually makes me feel something. And I get that he's young. I get that he still has a lot of time. And it's like, okay, then let's calm down at the glazing. Holy hell. But anyways, yeah, man, that's really it for this segment. All it achieved was announcing the Battle Royal for the main event, where the winner will face CM Punk in the main event, at Saturday night's main event for the world title. Yeah, that's all this segment did, because it did absolutely nothing for Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, or Paul Heyman. Nothing! Just a total yap sesh that wasted everybody's time. Let's just move on! Anyways, then we get AJ Lee versus the Judgment Day for the World Tag Titles, and yeah, man, this was a pretty good match, but let's be real. Nobody cares about the Judgment Day lore in October 2025, and the fact that AJ Styles has been stuck feuding with these guys is absolutely sickening. But obviously, Finn and AJ worked their magic, and we get some cool stuff. And AJ Lee actually ended up winning the tag titles. And yeah, that was a good decision in my opinion. I think ChatGPT absolutely cooked on this one. And this would actually be great if, they actually defend the goddamn titles? You have AJ Styles and Dragon Lee as your champions now. You know they can deliver some great matches. So guess what? You better have them actually defend the titles. But yeah, whatever, man. I just hope this means that they're, finally going to break up the Judgment Day, because I'm absolutely done with this. Let's just move on. Anyways, then we see Dom versus Rusev for the IC title, and I deadass fell asleep, man. I'm not even kidding. Look, guys, these past couple of months have been super stressful, alright? Life gets hard, As a matter of fact, even making this video is a challenge at this point. But you'd think, after having a long day, after all that, you could sit back, relax, and enjoy some good wrestling on a Monday night, but nope! Because we're getting Dominic Mysterio versus Rusev for the second time, where nothing new from the first time happened. Wow! Let's just move on, man. Dom retains. There's really nothing more to talk about here. Anyways, then we see Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. Now, Maxine Dupree has actually gotten a lot better. I'll give her that. But I swear to God, man, her whole character has been, hey guys, look, I'm this rookie that's still learning and improving. Yay! That's been her whole gimmick for like 2 years now. If you go back and watch a Maxine Dupree match, which, God forbid, I hope you don't do that, like, come on, man, why would you want to punish yourself so much? But okay, fine, you get the point. If you go back and watch a Maxine Dupree match from like a year and a half ago, I bet it's the same story, the exact same story. Oh my God, guys, look at how much she's improved. Oh my God, like, do something else, man. Well, I guess it's really not surprising, because you got a bunch of clankers writing the show. Wow. Let's just move on, man. Becky Lynch gets herself disqualified, by the way, so she retains. Obviously, a pretty decent match, but let's be honest here, nobody cares. Let's just move on. Anyways, then we see Roxanne Perez versus Stephanie Vaquer. This match had some good moments here and there, I guess, but overall, really a nothing burger of a match. Because let's be real here, WWE absolutely does not care about this. They just be booking whatever. So yeah, obviously Stephanie wins, but then we see Raquel Rodriguez who attacks her. The same old stuff, the same old Raquel Rodriguez shenanigans. But then we hear, you can look, but you can't touch. She beats up Raquel and Roxanne, and yeah, Nikki Bella's back. She's here to give us some more stinkers. Whatever, man, let's just move on. And now it's time for the main event. You see, man, we're already at the main event, and this show was such a nothing burger. Aside from AJ Lee winning the tag titles, what happened on this show that was actually worth talking about? And even then, it's just the tag titles, which haven't been given remotely decent booking since God knows how long. So this show really had nothing. Absolutely nothing. And when we get to the part of the show that actually means something, that's supposed to mean something, the number one contenders match for the world title, it ends with Jey Uso winning it. So let me ask you this, man. Why couldn't CM Punk cut a promo tonight? Because look, if your shows are going to feel this lifeless with little to no star power, shouldn't you at least try to squeeze out as much possible from the one big star that you already have? You could have had Punk cut a promo in the main event of this show where he addresses what happened to Rollins so that we can give his feud with Rollins an official end. And then we get someone like LA Knight who does a little short promo battle with Punk, the same old, oh, I'll see you on Saturday night's main event. You get the point, the same old stuff. And then Punk would be like, you guys want me on commentary? And then when the crowd goes, yes, 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 then we can get Punk joint commentary. Because really, we had CM Punk on the show. CM Punk, and he did nothing. And it's not even like we had several other stars to cover for him. No, we had nobody. Get out of here, man. So yeah, this Battle Royal was a whatever match, some good spots here and there. And of course, the same old, oh my god, Dominic cheated. Yeah, get this guy out of here, man. I get that they're trying to go for the Eddie Guerrero gimmick, but Eddie Guerrero's dirty tactics were actually getting new and creative, which entertained the fans. This is just the same old stuff. So yeah, the highlight of this match was obviously the tensions between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso saved Jey Uso from getting eliminated multiple times in the match, but Jey Uso didn't hesitate to eliminate Jimmy, which kind of pissed off Jimmy, obviously. And it's like, come on, man. We're still doing the Usos lore in 2025. LA Knight was right there, dude. Right there. People who are clearly invested in the program with him and CM Punk. Clearly, every single promo they had together got great reactions. So did every single match, but he still gets nothing. Like, bro, is LA Knight having sex with Stephanie McMahon or something? Why does Triple H hate this guy so much? So yeah, Jey Uso wins, and we're going to be getting Jey Uso versus CM Punk at Saturday night's main event. If ChatGPT is a fan of Jey Uso, we're actually cooked, man. CM Punk better win, because I swear to God, y'all are going to see the crash out of the century if Jey Uso becomes a 2-time world champion this year. Like Jey Uso himself said, I'm crushing out, Oos. So yeah, I never thought I'd say this, but I actually miss the Vision closing out Raw every single week. I would take the Vision over Jey Uso any day of the week. So yeah, that is it for this god-awful episode of Raw. Just entirely god-awful. Start to finish. Like, there's really nothing redeemable about this show. Maybe AJ Lee winning the tag titles, but that's about it. So I'm going to give the show a 3 out of 10. But of course, we're going to give it a triple Jey Uso tax. Because Jey Uso was not just in the main event, he won the main event. And not only did he just win the main event, he's going to be getting a world title shot. Wow. So this show gets a 0 out of 10. Get out of here, man. Anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next video. Peace out.